Welcome everyone. I got home this evening and the temperature has fallen about 30 degrees and it is beautiful out here. Now yesterday we was at 96 and today we just did make 70 degrees and they're saying that it is going to drop down into the 50s for us tonight. So what a change in weather. But I have come back here. I guess I'm going to go ahead and take these trees down. They have contracted that armillaria disease or virus, and it has got about 6 of my nice oak trees here. And naturally they're right in the golf course section, and we have left these trees specifically to make better shots as you go down through the fairway here. So the golfers is going to love it, and I'm going to enjoy some firewood later this year. I figured that would give it enough time over the next 4 or 5 months to get seasoned. And I've been picking limbs up from these trees now for about 4 years, hoping that they would actually revitalize themselves and make it. But it looks like they're pretty well done. And not going to be a whole lot of tops in them. So, like I said, for firewood, it should be a pretty easy chore. So, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I'll talk a little bit more about this virus after we get the chainsaw out and things like that get going. So thanks for watching. Let's get started. Better get this out of the way. We ain't dropping a tree on this.
Like I said, there's no tops left in these trees. And it is time for them to go ahead and make their way down to the ground so we can get them cut up for firewood. And again, I've already been picking up limbs and things that these trees have been dropping for several years. So not a whole lot of cleanup to do other than saw it up.
I've been doing a lot of research on this particular virus of the trees. So it's got most of my hickories and a lot of my oak trees. It seemed like it was staying in the white oak variety, but now it's moved over into some of these black oaks back here. So, and there's really no way to prevent it other than harvest the trees, and if you choose to, remove the stump, but it gets into the root system and then it'll move in the water that's underneath the soil. So hopefully the rest of these trees survive. I am noticing now that it's starting to move its way down into this other section of ground. So I don't know how far it's going to go. The virus can last up to 60 years in a particular forest. It is one of those things that, you know, you just simply have to deal with. And again, about every fall I end up with just enough trees to cut down in order to cover the year for firewood. So it's worked out pretty well. But like I said, I really, these in the golf course, I wish they would have made it. Oh, you ought to hear some of the conversations about trying to get around this tree because the basket is down and making a left-hand turn. About, I think this shot's around 250 feet. But this tree right here pretty well stops everything. And I'm actually thinking maybe leaving this stump up here, because that would still be enough of a obstruction to try to get around, although it gets tricky when you start trying to cut trees tall like that. I'll tell you what, let's get us all fired up and we'll see where it ends up. this virus does is it actually gets into the heart of the tree, and then it'll kill it from the top of the tree down. And you can see that's already punk wood right there. So we're still going to end up with some firewood, but there was nothing we could ever do to save the tree. I've got it notched out. Let's see if we can get it on the ground. Better move you guys back a little bit. Boy, that's a shame. That is a shame. That is most certainly going to make some nice firewood. I'm glad to see the center of the tree wasn't all rotted out. And definitely going to get some nice firewood out. Get some of these small branches cut down. I don't like that limb hanging right there. What I'll do, slam this guy and drag it over there so I don't have to. Now I will say, having that out of the way now, I'm looking back at the T-pad for the disc golf course, and we very well may start seeing some aces on this hole now, hole-in-ones, because that really opened this line up. And again, you want to arch and try to get it turning just as it hits the wood line. And the basket is down there where we actually dug some arrowheads a few videos back. So we have had them hit the basket even with this tree in the way. So maybe it'll make the course better. Who knows? And again, this should make some excellent firewood. But obviously have to split all of this up. So I definitely would have left it if it would have kept growing. Now this guy here, that's going to be quite a bit of firewood out of that guy. That's a good sized tree. And hopefully it won't break everything else up when it drops out. I'll try to drop it about in the same spot, right down the center of the fairway here. You never know. I mean, it just goes the way it goes. So we've got that one left. 1, 2, 3 behind you guys here. And about 3 more down through the main part of the fairway here. So that very well may end up being most of the winter wood for me. So that's a nice trade-off. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Again, this virus, it is root bound, so all the root systems that's tied together through here, it can affect up to 200 different species of trees, and evidently it's going to get at least 120 of mine. I hope you're enjoying some of this beautiful weather that's moved into our area. You know, hopefully it's spread to you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.